Hello and welcome to the All Night Gamers Podcast, episode 92. Hi, hello, hi. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us for another edition of the show. How's everybody doing this week?
Okay.
How's
I'm
life?
doing good.
Yeah, Cooper's finally back. Finally,
Oh,
got our boy back for some cursed content. We
yes.
we never let you go too long without it.
What do I got for y'all this week? First fact of the week: Pokemon tweeted about Vaporeon.
That's
And
where
that's-
you're gonna
and
stop.
I was gonna say that's where that
you
conversation
stop.
ends.
Oh, Pokemon UK.
And that's what you
It's always the European, like the British or the European ones that
Right.
tweet out stuff that immediately just baits everybody into being the worst kind of human.
That's actually true though. Like Japan's like, here's our game, and Nintendo will tweet out like a question. Of America will tweet out like a question every once in a while.
Yeah, so like all video game companies' tweet replies are usually pretty cursed, but the European companies are asking for it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like it's gonna happen regardless, but you're really just asking for some racy stuff down there. Anyway, I guess we'll go right into the show here. So first off, moment of silence for credit card use on the Wii U and 3DS eShop.
Yep. It's still active right now, but it will not be active by the time the podcast comes out.
Yeah. So if you can travel in time when you hear this podcast, then you might just be in luck. But otherwise, no. So, yeah, and there's still that workaround where you could put it in on your Switch or something and have access to the
August you
funds.
can still put in
eShop cards.
eShop cards on both, and then till May you can use the Wii or Switch eShop money
Yay.
if they're all linked.
I had to go get an external drive for my Wii U because I was like, I'm not going to keep playing this stupid USB stick game just to download the... I wanted to download the Xenoblade pack updates, like the speed increase updates.
Oh yeah.
And that was like 15 gigabytes. So like, wow.
Oh yeah,
okay.
they're The
Yeah.
four together are massive for
Yeah.
X.
So I just got an external drive and finally hooked that up and did that. So, yeah, I guess RIP, it's slowly coming to an end. Activision Blizzard employees are the first video game company to join a union, which is crazy to hear. You never really think... I can't decide if it's I've never heard of it because it hasn't happened before, or I've never heard of it because up until maybe a year or two ago, I couldn't care less about any sort of business aspect of a video game company or anything like that. But it is a first, and it's definitely hitting me that I've never heard anything like that before, but I can't tell why. Probably the latter. I really don't know. So yeah, it's actually a subsidiary of Activision Blizzard called Raven Software. I think we've talked about them before. I have no idea what they make, but I feel like we mentioned them at some point because they're really obscure. Raven Software Games. Oh yeah, they worked on a lot of the recent Call of Duty games. There are a lot of developers for that. Modern Warfare, Warzone, Black Ops Cold War, all the way back to, it looks like, the original Black Ops they've been a part of. That's interesting. And they even helped on the Nintendo DS version of Black Ops. So that's got to be for something, right? Right?
No.
Call of
I
Duty
heard
DS on
Nintendo-
the Call of Duty
Yeah, I heard-
DS.
Call of
Call of
Duty
Duty
DS on the DS.
and I'm like,
Best version.
I was gonna say Call of Duty DS on the Black Ops, but that makes me feel a little less stupid. So yeah, they're in a union now. They voted almost unanimously for it, but that'll be interesting to see what comes out of that. Yeah, it's also not very often that we mention news from a NPR article here, which is making me realize more that it's probably because I'm only recently a quote unquote adult. So news like that somewhat fascinates me, only a little bit though. So, well, all right then. Yeah, I guess we'll see what comes of that. What kind of spicy stuff comes up next?
Right.
Maybe more sex accusations.
Ah,
Can't wait.
true.
So it looks like we got more confirmed information about Splatoon 3. The cloud saves are for offline play data only. What does that mean?
So
So
with
like
Splatoon
the
2,
story thing instead of like
So only
So-
single player.
yeah, that's
supposedly.
how I took it.
right? So the weird thing is, like with Splatoon 2, right? If you go on the NSO app, then you've got all of your Splatoon 2 data, like for online stats. Like Alex, who lost his data, if he hasn't, I assume you haven't played since you set your Switch in, right?
I don't think so.
If you look on your app right now, it's still going to show all the data from when you were last online. So I'm wondering if they're actually going to be smart for once and have it be
Here's the on
your Switch holds all your offline data and the servers hold all the player data.
Yeah, I just had that thought. Yeah, like why don't they just attach it to your Nintendo account? Because it's an online game. Like you're gonna need online access for the online play anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So why not just attach it to your Nintendo account and let them keep it in whatever cursed vault they prefer?
The Vault of No Return, specifically.
The vault that requires 17 hump droop. I don't know what
Mhm.
my brain was trying to combine with the words I was trying to say. Hoop jumps. I don't know where I got hump droops from, but we're gonna ignore that. So yeah, they can make it as complicated as the Animal Crossing one if they'd like. But
at least then we be able to back it up, and I wouldn't lose my Splatoon save data for the third game in a row.
yeah, for real. Hopefully they'll do something about it, but I'm not holding out for it because that's the Nintendo way.
Mm-hmm.
We love it.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Nintendo patents what they call an attestation program. Attestation?
Wow, what did I put?
At a station.
Yeah, attestation, okay,
yeah.
is a word that means evidence or proof of something. So they patented an attestation program to fight cheating and software changes.
So like Splatoon, for example.
Oh, you mean the people that cover the whole map in one shot? Yeah.
That and changing their stats all
Mhm.
so that they have the perfect armor.
Let's see. So what it does is apparently checks the game code while you're playing it to see things that are not meant to be there. So it's essentially just anti-cheat, their own version of that. Hopefully it's better than easy anti-cheat though. I freaking hate that program. It's so annoying.
Yeah, right.
Well, that'll be interesting. That's also such a Nintendo name for something that's not a video game directly. Attestation program.
Big word. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it feels like I keep wanting to say like rehabilitation program or something.
No, I mean that's also like a Nintendo style.
Yeah, do you think Nintendo's going to open a rehab for cheaters?
No.
I mean, they'd have to get all of China in there.
Cheaters Anonymous.
The CA.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't cheat on this. I can't time travel in Animal Crossing with you guys. I'm in CA. I've been 7 months sober or whatever you call it. 7 months clean.
7 months clean. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Look, guys, I got my 1 year coin. I've been clean for a year.
Now I can go back to being dirty.
That's not how AA works. Hey, I was sober for a year. I can go back to what I was doing, right?
I got the coin. I can
I got
sell
the
it right
coin. Time to go back in it. You can trust me this time.
now. That's what the coin represents,
That's
right?
what the coin's for. Oh, that's horrible.
No.
Oh my god, there's got to be some kind of comedy skit out there about that, right? If not, we need to make that. That's awesome. Final Fantasy VII news will be shared next month. The remake director reveals. Oh yeah,
Part 2. Part 2.
I mean,
That's what I'm hoping for.
I mean, I would hope
Like,
so.
But there's like actual good chances, and then probably not because it's Square.
yeah,
Mhm.
we'll see. But I mean, I guess it makes sense because it's summer now. Summer's news time.
Oh, especially with the E3 being canceled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, we got something about Summer Game Fest in here later.
That's true.
Okay, so we pretty much do this like every 2 or 3 weeks. It feels like at this point, but Fortnite is crossing over with something. It's Pac-Man.
Also, Obi-Wan.
Yo.
Yeah, I was gonna say Obi-Wan. They just had Wanda in there for
Do you have a
Ultimate
picture of the
Madness.
Pac-Man one though?
Pac-Man for June 2nd.
No, do you have a picture
Oh, boy.
of what he looks like in the game?
No, they just.
I want to be cursed with knowledge.
Uh,
I don't like that.
I mean, I can pretty already much guess what.
Some people
Is-
have like. Some people have theorized like a Jonesy skin similar to like the Me and Mario Kart Pac-Man, where it's like a Pac-Man on a shirt and like. But someone also put like a biker helmet Pac-Man, and then like the game across his shirt and pants, which would be kind of cool.
Oh wait, hold on. Pac-Man with a shirt and pants.
Yeah, like a biker helmet. Like it's a human, but it has a biker helmet Pac-Man.
It's definitely not.
like the
Oh
Mii?
my god, no! If it's Fortnite, what's the name of the guy or the girl, like the classic guy or girl in Fortnite?
Jonesy.
Yeah, if it's
want
Jonesy
people
with a
get
Pac-Man
fucking
outfit on,
Minecraft Smash?
I'd be more upset than if Pac-Man was just straight up in the game.
Here. This.
Kinda with you on that. I want ridiculousness.
Oh no!
Yeah.
So a Pac-Man with a human body, where his skin is a game
this-
of Pac-Man.
Actually, let me rephrase that. I want this. I
It's
haven't
better.
seen-
It's better than the Jonesy idea, but
Is it?
still,
No, I want this 100%.
Is it really?
I mean, just
I
put
wanna see
Pac-Man in the
this.
game.
I want to see this monstrosity chasing after
Or-
me.
You got that, or you got this.
Well,
Kelsey,
that's
come over to the
Jonesy.
sister wedding.
That's the Jonesy idea. No,
Yeah.
don't like that.
Or this one.
Is that the someone put his model?
I love how these progressively get worse.
Worse, don't you mean better?
No, I do
I
not
mean,
mean
it
better.
depends on how much cringe you're looking for. So, yeah.
It's Fortnite. The more cringe, the better.
But the whole point of Fortnite is to be really obtuse. So I think like the point would be to put like an actual Pac-Man in there, like from Smash or something, like his modern representation with hands and feet, and that's it.
Oh, so the one from Ghostly Adventure.
Hold on, I'll get you this image I just
That's what they're
found.
gonna use.
Yeah, or
someone
like
did.
the one that he has on his official Twitter page.
I mean, honestly, I'll give him
This
this. The models usually look.
The boots are way too tall, but I guess it would be worse if his boots weren't that tall and he just had those thin legs go all the way down.
Pac-Man with go-go boots.
That's kind of what I want. That's what I want. Like that's the Fortnite style cringe I'm looking for. Like don't
Where
make
it's
him
too long.
yeah, don't make him humanoid. Make him Pac-Man. I don't need humanoid Pac-Man because humanoid Pac-Man leads to things that I don't want to talk about on this podcast.
We've already gotten close once.
Yeah, Cooper already mentioned the Vaporeon deal. Imagine that, but Pac-Man.
I don't want to.
Well, too
Oh,
late.
wait. I found a. Wait, I want that image. Google, give me this one. No.
Just Windows Shift S, bro.
Come on. It's not hard.
Usually you can copy the Google or the YouTube video image just by right clicking it, but it won't give me this one.
Google got really stingy a couple years ago with their Google image copy paste thing.
True.
Yeah, I remember. Even with saving it, it got more annoying because that happened while I was working for Jethro Tux.
Alright. Well, it's gonna be really small because they won't let me do it right.
Is that Pac-Man in a Easter costume?
I don't know. I just
Where
That's what it
saw
the
looks like.
costume is a humanoid chicken with horse feet? Am I seeing that right?
Yeah.
Am I on?
Holy crap.
What is in my water? What did I think I might have spiked my water a little bit? Cooper, why? Okay. Well,
That's enough.
okay, so from what I've been shown here, whatever we're going to get is going to be quite interesting.
Pac-Man with go-go boots.
There's just
Oh,
a
wait.
scale, and it's all cringe.
One more.
Oh my god. I hate this.
I don't want that one. I want.
It's a
if we're
shame we
gonna
don't
get
have.
Pac-Man on a
um,
black skin suit. I want the giant Pac-Man head over the head.
For the viewers, so just an overview. We got the one where it's like a weird humanoid Pac-Man. We got one where it's like a Jonesy in a Pac-Man suit and has a Pac-Man helmet on. One is a very crappy Halloween costume. One is Pac-Man with very long legs and tall boots.
That's
Yeah,
the
don't
that's
forget
the
the
model
go-go
from
boot.
Smash. That's just a Smash
Yeah,
model with
just
long
Smash
legs.
expanded.
model. Okay, yeah.
It's Smash model put into
one
into
is
I mean, that's the
Fortnite.
model
Yeah.
they've been using.
for y'all who remember, I think it was Disney XD
Ghostly Adventures.
who did the Pac-Man TV show. Yeah, Ghostly Adventures, and he's holding a gun.
That is Fortnite.
It looks like an RE-45 from Apex.
That is not Fortnite.
One is I don't even know what the hell.
One is Pac-Man piloting
the
a
chicken
it's a chicken mech suit. Pac-Man is piloting a chicken mech,
Yeah,
and the
then
chicken's
one-
clothing is Easter eggs.
Sorry, and one is
Just some guy with a black suit on, where he has
He
a
looks
giant circle over his torso that's Pac-Man.
and he's doing
Like a
like
stage
jazz
hand.
hands, bro.
Yeah, it's like a
He's a
$30
stagehand.
Pac-Man Halloween suit because their kid wanted to see them dressed up as Pac-Man because they wanted to go as Blinky or Clyde.
Inky or Clyde.
Yeah. Incredible. I cannot
Oh.
wait. I'll have to get my buddy that plays Fortnite here to check it out.
I cannot believe we've talked this much about Fortnite on the podcast.
No, because this is the most ridiculous idea. It's like how there's no image though. If there was an image, we probably wouldn't talk about it this much.
It's just the theory crap. This is how those theory channels get away with it. I'm onto them now.
Yeah, hey, Matt Pat, get on this.
We're onto you.
Multiverses Alpha is out with tons of videos online. Is this the Warner Brothers?
It
Yeah,
is the
this
Warner
is
Brothers
okay.
game.
Super Saiyan Shaggy.
That seems to get more infuriating every time I hear that.
I've watched a decent amount of videos. There's a lot of like references and little things put in there.
Well, yeah, with a crossover that big.
I agree with Cooper though, and he pointed because it's probably the best character design in there. Tom and Jerry fight each other,
Oh yeah.
and if you just so they're a tag team like ice climbers, but they just fight each other, and it's just if you're in between them, you take damage.
Like the person fighting Tom and Jerry, it's like extra collision. Like they're just swinging at each other, and whoever gets hit just gets hit because they're trying to hit each other.
That's
It's pretty cool.
interesting.
It's kind of like y'all remember the big dog from Tom and Jerry? It's kind of like that, where he sometimes will get hit. And
Oh yeah,
it's
the
fun.
classic bit where Jerry runs around and makes it to where when Tom swings the 2x4 or whatever he's trying to kill him with, he hits the dog in the face. And
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
yeah. Okay, I got you. I cannot wait to read reviews about this game.
Yeah,
It does
I'm
seem
excited.
like it will be quite.
It will
interesting.
definitely help that it's free to play.
Yeah,
think
for
so.
sure.
Oh, absolutely.
We got to try it out at some point.
And the fact that they've have all the voices back
Yeah.
that are like related to those characters, or at least their most iconic ones.
That's always important because
Nickelodeon went, we can cost what Smash has and not
But
have
no
half the
voices.
modes
yeah.
and no
Also,
voice.
no voices whatsoever.
That was my one problem with Battle for Bikini Bottom is that everybody has the same voice actor except for Mr. Krabs. So whenever you hear him, you're like, that's not Krabs. That's not him. Stop this. Why am I talking to this guy?
You should have just muted.
And Sony's new PS Plus tier set has begun rollout, so we'll start seeing that soon. I actually finally got on and downloaded my games for the month.
Yeah.
Yesterday or
They were
Japan.
bad.
So the interesting thing about that is Japan doesn't currently have a rollout date. It rolled out. It started rolling out in Asia today, minus Japan. Um, Japan was later than everyone else, though.
That's a first.
It must be they want it to be the best they can for Japanese consumers.
Yeah, maybe we're the debuggers.
Let's see. What was the date? Oh wait, Japan does have a date, but it's June 2nd. So they're letting Asia debug everything for a week and a
That's
half.
before us.
No, we're on the 13th. And then
Yeah, you said
Australia-
June 2nd. We're
Okay, so
June
no, Asia got
30th.
it before Japan, but
Yeah.
the actual Asia, which does include Japan, Sony, still gets it before the rest of us.
Hmm.
It's weird though that neither of the Sony's main two biggest markets are getting it first though.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe it's for the best. Let's hope it's for the best.
True.
I currently have yet to see anything that makes me want to do more than.
Oh
what-
yeah. I'm like, I've got the $60 one because I want cloud saves, but I haven't seen anything to convince me to jump to the 90, or especially not the
120. Yeah,
one
it's like
120.
the classic
yeah.
games lineup is horrible, and
Well, you can buy the classic games according to the Asia one, so I'm like,
we'll
if I
see.
ever see-
Yeah,
unless they start rolling out like crazy crap,
Yeah,
like the
No,
best
like
of the
you-
best of those.
like well, it doesn't even matter if it's the best of the best. If they roll it out to where like you can put your old disc into the PS5 and run it, like kind of how Microsoft does it.
that's a fever dream.
And Microsoft stopped that. They
Well, how
released the
Microsoft-
last
Yeah, they
set
don't
of games.
I mean, it
and then
still
they-
works if if it's a supported game. They're just not adding new ones.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, Sony's not even doing that. So
Yeah, if they pull that out of the hat, like if they all of a sudden try to make the PS5 what they wanted the PS3 to be originally, then that would be crazy. I'd buy
So-
that. I'd buy that if I could.
I would buy.
if I could take any of the discs that are PlayStation games that you see behind me and stick it in my PS5 and it work, or at least like the big ones, like the ones that matter or something. That would
Yeah.
be really cool because I love doing that with older Black Ops games, especially.
You know what though?
What?
That might happen if they roll out enough games and they're like, okay, you can either buy this one for $5.99 or $7.99, which is what they're running the PS1 and PSP games at. Or if you own it, you can put the disc in and just get it.
Yeah, well, I have no hope for it, but if we do
If
that,
it
then
comes around.
that'll be something that gets me to consider it for sure.
Yeah, I could see them locking it behind the tier system. Hopefully, it would be but the games aren't locked behind it. You can buy it without being a member.
Yeah, you can buy it without being a member, but if you unlock it for free,
You think that
for
you
free
would
in quotes, because you still have to get
you
the
think you would
disc.
need
But
to be at least the $60 member?
yeah,
I could see that. I don't know. They've outpriced Nintendo and they don't have the library and they don't have the family plan.
yeah, I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait and see on this one because I really don't know what their game plan is right
So
now. If I'm
I'm
being
kind of
honest.
like, all of this is just worse than Nintendo's.
Yeah, well, we've said this multiple times before. It's like what Nintendo's doing now, but they're doing it at
Yeah.
the start.
At least if I could share it with like you, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, if we could get like another ANG family plan going, where like each of us plays like $10 a year or something. then
Right. I
I'm
could
there.
respect that. But that doesn't even exist on this one.
I'm pretty. That's the only reason we even did NSO Plus, because we're all like, I mean, but we'll do it because it's only like $12
few
a year
dollars extra.
for
Yeah.
everybody. Yeah.
Speaking of NSO Plus, I don't know if y'all noticed it, but I did add Chelsea to our family.
Who'd you kick?
I asked Lindsay.
Okay.
Rip.
I did not just kick anybody. I asked
Just
Lindsay.
kicked. Banned. All right, so on to Collector's Corner. This is the weekly segment where we go around and talk about games we've been playing and buying and everything under the sun that
Oh,
goes on
hold
in our
on.
lives by this point. So we'll all right, Cooper, why don't you kick us off?
All right, so I haven't been here since I did it, but I did the World Ends with You like side stories, which is really cool. I enjoyed it, and I didn't 100% it, but that's too much work. But you know, I had some fun with that. I've been playing a little bit of Apex because the season 13 battle pass is pretty cool. I don't know if I'll do it all, but it is really sick. And then I haven't been here since we last. Oh wow, yeah, no, I haven't been here since like Alice's graduation, I think. So I played a little bit of Nintendo Switch Sports with y'all.
Oh yeah, when we were down there, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
okay. That is true. Yeah, Grant murdered everyone at bowling.
Yeah, well, because
Yeah.
I had already played enough to figure out the hack to just do the same thing over again, like you're supposed to do in Wii Sports Bowling,
It only feels
Switch
like,
Sports Bowling. Excuse me.
Same difference. Console sports bowling.
I think that's about it.
How was grad band? I guess it hasn't
Oh,
happened
yeah.
yet, has it?
Practice has been pretty good. A lot of people that were in the band last year are still there, so it's just like just review, really. I guess.
Oh, so it's
I-
mostly the same grad band, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the only difference is like the 10th graders, but the tuba section's the same, so it just kind of works out.
Nothing
And the
like
song-
playing Pomp and Circumstance for an hour and a half.
Dude,
Yeah.
quarter notes. Woo!
Wow.
Love being a tuba, bro. With a bass line.
I.e., don't do anything.
Yeah.
More or less.
Well,
dude.
that
I
isn't-
can loop
Are you in what band are you in?
Wind Symphony,
Okay.
which we do play hard songs. Like,
Well, yeah,
the
you play songs
from
in
this
actual concert,
year-
concert, but
but like in general songs, oh my lord.
no.
No.
Yeah, it's a tough life liking bass guitar because I have to put a lot of work into finding music that's not just like it really like it's the same stuff over again. It sucks because my dad likes to sing a lot of country music because it's pretty easy to sing,
Oh,
and
so-
that's
but it's easy for us of bass because it's like dun dun dun.
yeah.
dun,
It's
dun.
I mean it's boring. Like it's not even like it's easy, but it's also so monotonous.
Dude,
Yeah.
like, yeah, for a lot of those songs, it's like I could fall asleep and still wake up, and I would could still play the same rhythm because it just repeats the whole time.
Yeah.
Like no matter where I am, as long as I know where it stops, I'll be fine.
I can't wait to hear you the week after you have to do it, and you're like,
I
never
got
want
lost.
it. I screwed it up. That's funny.
Guys, we were being recorded, and you don't understand.
You don't understand. I screwed up.
I'm gonna blast every note.
I told Cooper the real problem with that graduation band. It isn't the parts where you play. It's that section where you have to just sit there. Choir gets to leave, like go sit in hallway atrium thing.
Oh yeah, but
Or
we
I
have to
guess-
sit there.
Luckily,
I guess this time though it's kind of different. They're not at the thing because they're remodeling it all. They're at the stadium, the high school football stadium.
Interesting.
Oh, that's worse.
Luckily, I do know a lot of the seniors for this year, so I won't be too bored. But when the valedictorian or the president or whatever they call them, I'm gonna be like, dang.
Oh,
we were
yeah, all
having
the
this
speeches
discussion with
beforehand.
Mom earlier. It's like the
Yeah.
class president.
Class president, yeah.
Yeah, class president gives the speech because there's too many people with the same GPA at the top.
Oh,
So-
so like they can't even pick a valedictorian because there's like 12.
Right. This was the same for
Yeah.
our year as well.
There's too many smart
Interesting.
people.
Yeah.
They could all just be valedictorian and nobody get just do a speech. That way everyone can have.
Let them
their,
all give a speech so that way by the time people start walking, everybody's already dead.
Woo!
Woo!
True. That's how I felt at my graduation though. I'm like, it's time to go, right? It's time to go, right? There were 20 rows, and each row had like 1 million students.
Bro, that was the most fun graduation I've been to because there were people sitting catty corner to us that cheered for like all the like when nobody got cheering, they would stand up and be like, "Yeah, let's go
Yeah.
Jack."
Yeah, that is true.
Those
True.
people were
Better
goated.
than silence, I guess.
Yeah, that was funny.
It's because it's
Oh.
terrible when no one's there to cheer for you.
And I had some Google money from the Google questionnaire thingy thing. And
Oh, selling your data to Google.
yeah.
No, that's why you lie about it.
That's dude. I think Google either thinks I'm like 30 or like 80. I don't know. I forget what age I put. So I'm in college, but I'm also like 80 years old. I think. So
Yeah,
And
I'm
then-
I'm either fresh out of college or I saw the moon landing.
and oh yeah, so I had some extra money from I had like $2-3, and so I decided to spend some money. And I'll talk about it when we get the Fae. I bought the Fae Castle pack.
Thrilling.
Wait. You said you had $2 to $3, and you
Right.
told me that was 10.
It's 9. And so I spent some money on my card. I got paid $25 for taking one of my homeboys to his house. On
Bro, what? Hook me up,
Yeah.
bro. What the hell?
no, his mom's so nice.
I was gonna say she should have bought an Uber for that. What the hell? Well, all right then.
Yeah.
Chelsea,
That's
do you
about
got anything? I know you're sitting over there just chilling.
I'm still playing Animal Crossing and Pokemon Go. I don't know what to say.
I mean, it's no different than Cooper what he typically says. So, not an offense to either one of you,
True.
although it might
But
be.
Cooper doesn't change his.
It is what it is. Give you the opportunity.
Sure.
Alex, you go ahead.
Okay. I spent a lot of money.
Let's
And I shouldn't
go.
have, but
Let's go.
I spent a lot of money.
Did you just say you shouldn't have?
Yeah. But should I ever spend a lot of money? No.
No.
That's the whole point of the daily reading we made up because we never read it.
What daily reading? Is
It's-
it don't spend money?
There's a pinned thing I put in one of these chats that says like, "Don't spend money at every turn, you stupid idiot." And that's because that's the daily reading that nobody does, including myself, and I'm the one that wrote it.
Okay, let's
My
go.
bad.
So a bunch of 3DS games. I bought Superstar Saga,
Nice.
Bowser's Inside Story,
Solid.
Dream Team.
Wait, you just bought all of them?
Paper.
Yeah, all the Mario and Luigi games.
Yep. And I bought the Puzzle and Dragons Mario game because
I
I was like,
remember that.
it's probably if something was never gonna get ported, it's probably that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also finally set up my 32 gigabyte SD card, so everything I've ever bought is now downloaded.
Nice.
I bought the Pokemon Dream Radar. I don't know why.
Wasn't that thing from Gen 5?
Yeah, that's kind of why I bought it though, because I'm like, I know they didn't really. I was looking at Pokemon, which is why I bought a couple other things as well. I bought Crystal. I finally caved and bought. And I bought the Pokemon trading card game. The
The-
$5 Game Boy Color game.
Oh, the adventure one.
No, the trading card game. Oh, that's not gonna show, is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
the Game Boy game.
The little adventure game.
I don't think it's an adventure game.
No, it's a trading card game. It's like a Game Boy version of the card game.
Yeah. I've played some things, but not really.
Ooh, my favorite.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's no time to play games when you're buying games.
You're right.
Yeah, who's got time to play games? I've got all these games to buy.
It's the vicious cycle.
Oh, I felt that one
Buy
in
new
my
game,
soul.
start game. Get most of the way through game. Buy
Oh,
new
that's
games.
true. I played. I tried a little bit of Tokyo something something something, but the phone won't tell me
That's
its
an
name.
incredible title.
It just shows it in Japanese, so I can't on the PlayStation app, so I can't tell you what it's actually called. Hold on. Okay, I've got it this time. Tokyo Zandu EX Plus. Because I'd heard it's a lot like Persona. And yeah, I could see it maybe, but I got bored because I spent 30 minutes playing the game and I only got to run down one hallway before it went back to cutscenes. And all the cutscenes were
Thank you, game, for playing all these cutscenes
Are
and then letting me play. By
only
walking
subbed. They're not
Ew.
dubbed. If they were dubbed, I could deal with it a little better.
Yeah.
Hearing, but it's like, man, you just made me read for 30 minutes. I'm gonna stop.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, I was like, I'll run a little bit of. I own the original Persona 5 as well, even though Royal's a way better game. And I was like, I want to see kind of the differences. Yeah, I see them. I'm not really impressed by the differences. I'm like, why am I playing this? I could play Royal, and I'm like, because I want to beat this one. That's about the extent of that.
You psychopath.
True though.
You're one to
but
talk.
I played that one for a little bit and went, I'm not really feeling it. I looked into a bunch of Wii U games as well, but none. I was like, the only one I considered for a while was the one called Affordable Space Adventure. But everyone's like, the longest playtime I saw was 9 hours, but most were like, it will run you like 4. And the game cost $20.
Affordable.
I'm like, that's a high price for a game that's only a few hours long.
Yeah, true.
I know it's exclusive to the Wii U and that it's impossible to port it because it uses the gamepad features, which is why I was considering it. But I'm still like, that's too much. If for what since I'm still looking for a job and there's a bunch of games that I'm way more interested coming out in like a month.
Yeah. Yeah, hell, Mario Strikers is only like 2 weeks away.
Yeah. I probably will not pick that one up at launch though, but it is.
I might.
unless the reviews come out and say it's actually not
It
good.
will be a
then-
good game. I just don't have the money to buy that with everything else I want to buy, and keep some money in my bank.
That's how it goes.
Correct.
Well, you know what? That's not fair. I was just assuming it will be a good game because most of the other two are good games. But tennis has 3 bad tennis games in the Mario series.
yes, that's
Yeah.
right. Like
So it could be.
yeah, it might just we have a small selection. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be
The
bad,
fact-
but I don't trust games.
A lot's come out though, like with customization, which is points towards being able to do more though. So,
Yeah. Let's see. I'll go. I always go last. So I also spent too much money, but that's because I'm now a registered owner of Wii Sports Club.
I considered that
Alright,
and went,
Scott.
no, I'm not stupid enough to buy this digitally.
Yeah. So
Physically, maybe.
my DMs on Twitter are open for all your Wii Sports Club related questions.
Is it just the worst version? No, because you can use the gamepad for some things.
I haven't even.
You
played
haven't played it yet, have you?
it. No, no. but-
Okay, look, I watched the trailer again for it. So you use a Wii remote, right? But you put the gamepad on the ground. This is for golf. You put the gamepad on the ground and you line up the Wii remote with the gamepad to hit the ball.
Interesting. I definitely will. But by the time I got it in, I had a really busy lineup. And in all honesty, I probably won't get to it until I get back from the lake house because tomorrow I've got to do all my pre-trip shopping. Gotta go get all the groceries and stuff that I need. But yeah, so I got that. I've been playing some OG Harvest Moon, not OG Harvest Moon, Friends of Mineral Town. Just kind of getting back into that, touching my old save. Like doing that once in a while. Gran Turismo 7, per usual. And also some Mario 3, but the GBA version of that. I don't know, just got into a little bit of a Game Boy kick. Oh yeah, I also finally started Resident Evil 4. I have never beaten Resident Evil 4.
Oh, me neither.
And so I started that on the GameCube. And
I know.
I got to very early into the game to the first town you get into where the Chainsaw Man shows up for the first time, and I didn't realize he insta-killed you.
Yeah.
So yeah, died to him twice because of that, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna go to bed. So I did play some of that.
I own Resident Evil 4 on 2 systems, and I've never.
I own it on 3. I've
The
got
one everybody
Okay, Grant.
says play it if you own it though is the Wii. They're like that's the best version.
Really.
Yeah.
I can see it. It definitely probably would help with the aiming. The GameCube controls are a little bit rough.
Because I got it I own it on the Wii forever, and then I picked it up on the PS4 because 4, 5, and 6 are bundled together on the PSN shop.
Okay. So, yeah, a little of that, but honestly, not all that much. I've been very busy the past week. I went to that Dave concert, which was awesome. That venue we have up here is also awesome. Dude, it's a 7-minute drive from my place to that amphitheater, and I was parked and walking to the ticket thing within 10 minutes, which
That's
if you've ever been to a large event before, like a concert, you know that that's never the case. We were there. We were like in the pit, ready to go, like 40 minutes ahead of schedule. It never happens for a concert. And same thing when we left.
That's
I was
where
home
you
in 10
three-
minutes.
That's how the three of you got such like a killing picture in the.
Yeah, well, we bought pit tickets. Like you have to, like it's an exclusive area.
Right, but I
but,
was like, shouldn't
yeah.
there be like a billion people?
Yeah, no. My brother and his wife went and saw a couple more shows later that week. They like road trip to North Carolina and stuff and saw them in there, and then they saw him in Atlanta too. But obviously he's not going to get her to pit with him because pitting a concert is a very different experience than like getting a seat. So he came up here to pit with Jewel and I because we were totally down to do it. So, yeah, that was really awesome. A super good time. And then the basketball practice that I was telling you boys about, getting ready, and that ruined me. That it's just, I am ashamed of my physical state. I'm kind of excited for this league to get me into that because it'll be like 2 or 3 games a week. It looks like they had so many applicants they had to open up Mondays as another option, which actually I'll have to talk to you guys about that after the show for recording. But yeah, so had that, and I don't know, just haven't played too much. It's really like involved a little more Breath of the Wild on Wii U, not all that much. And yeah, that's about it. So, Cameron, wrap us up here.
Okay, so I finally finished Yoshi's Crafted World.
Yay!
It
Round of
is
applause.
100% completed. I hate the stupid boss rush at the end.
Just get
'Cause
good.
I did. I beat it. I 100%ed the game. I don't think it's worth 100%ing.
I could have told you that 2 weeks ago, bro. In fact,
There
I
are
think I
very
did.
few games that I would call worth 100%ing.
Yeah, very rare.
Yeah, because I thought there's like a I didn't realize that the cutscene that I was missing was just from beating that level once. I thought there was like a secret ending.
Hmm.
There was not. It was just that intro cutscene.
Pain.
The rewards for finding and or obtaining every single sunshine or sunflower thing, whatever whatever the collectible is. It's a costume.
Thank
Why
you,
do I
game.
need Why do I need a costume when I have 100% of the game?
I tried to tell you. That game is not worth 100% completing.
No. I played some SNES Yoshi's Island. That one is eventually going to be up on the channel. I don't know. And after like a year, I started Atler Riza 2, whatever the subtitle is. And I have basically the same issue with that Alex has with his Tokyo blah 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 blah, whatever the title of that was.
Too
Which
too
is-
long
It's in
cutscene.
Japanese.
It's it's an RPG, right? That is not dubbed, and it is a lot of cutscenes.
So a
So
lot of reading.
a lot of reading.
I'm gonna be honest. I actually prefer subs, but
I can-
I can see how it would
For-
get annoying after half an hour of cutscenes straight.
For a show, yeah, a show would be fine. For a game that I like need to remember the things, I would like to hear those things.
True.
It's just like it's a lot of effort because there's like a gazillion things for just the combat because
Well-
it's not like standard RPG combat. Like it's
All
still
the RPGs
turn-based, but it's
I'm planning to play will be in English because they're all baby's first RPG. Because they're
Pokemon.
Mario and Luigi.
Oh, no, Pokemon's baby's first RPG. Mario's like a step up from that.
Absolutely.
Depends.
I would put Mario and Luigi below Pokemon. I'm not saying that Pokemon's difficult in any way. I agree, but I mean only like the recent Pokemon games. I could see the recent ones being below Mario and Luigi, but like
Mm,
Have you played Mario and Luigi?
I have beat Partners in Time.
I've played
Let's see.
Superstar Saga. I never played any of the ones on the 3DS
Got
or
it.
the
I
DS,
haven't
but
played a single one, so I'm a little excited.
Superstar Saga is really good.
We have Partners in Time somewhere, Alex.
We do have Partners in Time because I was so excited. I asked for it for Christmas or whatever, and I was excited to get it because at the time it was a super rare one, and now it's like crazy in price.
That's how everything goes.
No, no,
True.
I know I beat it, so
It bugs me that every other Mario and Luigi game is on 3DS except for Partners in Time.
yeah, which doesn't even make sense because like, the one that Goomba and Koopa were released as
Bowser's
Amiibo,
Inside Story.
Story plus Minions,
Yeah. Well, they
Is that-
both had a Minions mode for the
whichever
two,
one was the first
ported.
one.
Superstar was ported first,
Was that the one that they first
but
did?
it had plus Bowser Jr.
Yeah, well, they didn't release Bowser Jr. as an amiibo with that. They did Goomba and Koopa. Like, but one of the I think it might have been that one was already on the DS. It could have easily just been like there's no reason that one really should have been ported. And if they were gonna port ones that were already on the DS, they might have as well have done all of them. Oh, I also finally got to go back on Buzz Lightyear Ranger Spin. I got
Did you get
Oh,
7 stickers or
sticker.
12 stickers?
0. They didn't give me any.
Oh man, you
They
poor
said
soul.
we're out.
Yeah, 'cause of you.
No,
Right?
I haven't been in 6 months.
He was very sad about that.
He's like, you. No, it's more like you gave my stickers away.
They gave me a button.
I bet every one of those employees that has ever worked that ride while you're there hates you.
Good.
Ooh. Hey, can I get my sticker? Okay.
This-
Ooh.
This is the 7th
can I
time
get
you've
my-
asked.
Sir, this is the 7th time today you've asked for a sticker.
Did I ask
Stop.
how many times I've been on the ride? Where's my sticker?
Give
Oh yeah,
Stop.
I forgot to mention I fixed a long gone member of this podcast. I fixed some of his Pokemon games for him. He needed new batteries in them. I already roasted him in person about this, but Mayo, if you're listening to this podcast, clean your goddamn cartridges. They were disgusting. Also,
Oh.
I super
How do you clean a cartridge?
Oh, don't tell me. This podcast is nothing but a bunch of sinners. Heretics. You take a Q-tip and you put some alcohol on it and you rub it on the contacts and scrub it on. Make sure you get both sides if it's one of those
Wait.
cartridges, and give it a second to dry off. Alcohol dries off pretty quick, but
Sorry, on the what?
huh?
Cooper. the
Cooper, what have
point-
you been doing the past 45
No,
minutes?
no, no. Sorry, wait, on the what? On you rub it on the what?
On the contacts.
Ever.
Anyway, yeah, he needed new batteries. I also upped my soldering game hella because I got actual like paste flux. This is probably super dorky, even
This
for
is like
someone
the
like
third
me.
or fourth time that you've upgraded your solder game
Yes.
since I
So this,
since
I
high school.
yeah, well, this stuff it's basically like it makes solder horny, and will attract itself to it. So you get it to stick to the contacts a lot better, and you don't have a lot of problems with solder getting burnt or anything like that. So it made this a lot easier and soldering a lot less annoying. So that was definitely a good thing. I'm getting a lot better. So he was supposed to come pick them up today, but hasn't contacted me. So Alex, if you still, I know you still have you need a copy of Pokemon Crystal because yours is busted.
Oh yeah. I'll take that if he doesn't.
Yeah.
he doesn't
So
contact you. I'll take that.
yeah, I did that. All right, on to tidbits. Cooper, hit us with Faye.
All right, hang on. Give me just a sec.
Would you guys believe
Alright.
that Cooper prepped for Faye 45 minutes before the show?
No.
I wouldn't believe that he prepped 2 minutes before his segment.
I mean, I would because I was here when I told him to do it, but
Oh, okay, that's why. Yeah.
That doesn't count.
Okay, so from FE6 and FE7, we got a new bridal banner. It includes Dua Roy and Nollywood, Lilina, Sophia, and Cecilia as the Nemo. I'm gonna skip that and I'll come back to that. For we got new holoforms and it includes units from FE4. So we got Fallen Julia, Dancer Eldigan, Dancer Laetius, and Dancer Ethlin, which is pretty cool. But the craziest thing, I think I already mentioned that I got this, is the new customization orb pack. It costs about $9 USD, and what it includes is a 5x SP boost until August 19th. It gives you 19 orbs, and it gives you a new hub castle design.
Bro, 19 orbs?
I know! Wow! That's crazy, right? It's not worth it. Don't get it.
Yeah, totally.
So,
It's
yeah.
totally not worth it, you know. You know me.
You know me. A connoisseur, right? Of
Yeah.
things.
Got a really refined palate.
Mhm.
All right, into the
So, yeah.
tidbits. So, Fire Emblem Three Hopes update. Hey, I can read these names. Dorothea is maybe not. I can't. Maybe I can't.
Dorothea.
Dorothea, Bernadetta, Ferdinand, Casper, Petra, and Lindhart. Yes, have new outfits revealed. Opinions? Because I sure don't have any.
Wait.
Bernadetta,
Oh, I meant to
okay.
post.
oh, I thought we were
the-
gonna make opinions on your pronunciations. You did pretty good.
I'll
outside
take
of
those two.
Caspar.
Caspar.
Got some-
Ah, it's an AR, not an ER. I just assumed.
Hold on.
Rookie mistake.
Hold on. I'm gonna see. I don't think we posted the picture of them. I want to see if we can find it real quick.
For the
'Cause,
most part, they look pretty good and about what I expected.
Bernie's hair is so bad, though.
No, it's funny.
It's so bad.
It's exactly what I expect of a toddler.
She's not a toddler, though. That's the thing.
I don't know.
Getting pretty close to lolly territory here, gents.
Nah, but
Sus.
Hold on.
We'll come back when
Jesus.
Cameron finds photos. Let's
Now,
see.
look, the lolly in that game is Tiki.
Tiki's not even in that game.
Hopes?
Or not Tiki, Sothis.
I'm really
You think I
concerned
would-
that you're like, oh no, that's not the lolly. This is the lolly. That's concerning. What do you do in your free time, Cameron?
Die.
He touches girls.
Touches lollies.
Absolutely not.
Uh-oh. Busted.
Um,
Yeah.
so
Bernadetta. Oh, my fault.
there's her new designs.
Yeah, Bernadetta looks like she did her own hair. No clue what she's going on there. Petra put on like a what the hell they called? A school cafeteria ladies like net.
A
thing?
hairnet?
A hairnet?
Yeah.
Bro, that's a headdress. What the?
Caspar went into science class. He touched the electric orb, and now his hair's spiky. Hubert's just emo. Dorothea's I. Ferdinand just grew his hair out, and Linhart, it makes sense.
Linhart pulled a Grant and did the man bun.
Yeah, and Edelgard's
My guy.
Eh.
My girl.
He's a guy.
guy.
Look, it's 2022, so my fault for assuming, but I gotta be real, does not look like it. Whoops. My fault. Assuming again, man. 2 rookie mistakes back to back. Gotta stop doing that.
In 2022. Wow.
Yeah, that's a shame. I guess. Well, I'll see you guys when y'all inevitably get canceled for saying something stupid like that.
90. You made it 92 episodes.
Yeah, canceled. Show's over. Go home.
Cooper
Hey,
didn't
home.
even make it one before he got canceled.
uh, the unused Alice stained glass has been found on the Kingdom Hearts files.
It should say N. I don't know why the person. Anyways, so in Kingdom Hearts 1, you're in the
Depth to the
something of
heart.
yeah, depth to the heart. You've got all
Drive
these
to the
really
heart.
Shh. They've got all these really pretty stained glasses of the Princesses of Heart, but there's only a couple of them. But someone found in the files for Final Mix, they found unused versions. The unused one for Alice,
Ah,
like in the same style as the rest. So there's the pictures on Twitter currently.
all right then. Control is now playable on mobile devices for free if you're an AT&T customer. Thank you, AT&T.
Woo!
Wow.
I have Control on something I'd rather play it on if I ever get to it.
Um,
Oh yes, I want to stream to my phone. That sounds
yeah, thanks.
fun.
Thanks, whatever Milana Ventronub's in character name is for AT&T. Pokemon trading card game now has a sticker Ditto card in the Pokemon Go set.
So I posted a picture of what that looks like.
I saw that.
posted a video.
I had no idea what that was. I thought that was just a super rare Pokemon card to make fun of Cooper planning Faye before the show.
No.
Okay. I'm with you now.
I like the little ditto that apparently covers up the playability letter, because apparently they have those now, like in the bottom left corner.
Oh yeah, they do. So obviously, if you want to make money in like 10 years, you buy a bunch of those and then don't unpeel them. They'll be worth more if you leave them unpeeled.
Yeah, make it an investment.
Like everything else.
Hell, it won't take 10 years. Pokemon cards from a few years ago are going for crazy prices for some reason.
That's just most trading cards. They kind of take in the way of the video game.
True.
Mhm.
Speaking of trading cards, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game for the first time in 17 years has unbanned Change of Heart.
So I actually recognize this card name.
Because Alex plays this card.
Yeah, my deck is not legal in tournaments, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm not gonna be
I'm not gonna
Mayo and go play in a tournament.
I'm not going to play in a tournament, period, so it doesn't matter. But Change of Heart, essentially, you got to take over someone else's monster for free.
Ah. Name checks out.
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation Network currently generates over $14 billion in sales. I guess that's yearly.
Yeah, I think.
I'd
so.
hope so. Otherwise, that's terrifying. Wow, I mean that's still a lot of money.
Daily.
Kirby 64 has a game-breaking bug in the underwater levels on NSO. Getting hit by certain damage sources underwater causes you to enter stun forever, and you need to quit the level to fix it. Interesting. A little emulation bug we got going on there.
Yeah. The rest of this, I know it's just because I copied it from someone.
According to Norman Reedus, they've started Death Stranding Part 2. I saw some selfies of Kojima and Norman.
Yeah. It will be the second Strand game.
Oh yeah, the second Strand type game. Very unique.
Very
Or we
unique.
can go by Donkey's logic and be like, Mario?
Yeah, this little unknown video game series from 1985 was actually the first Strand type game, but not many people have heard about it. It's a very rare series.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Keighley says that Electronic Arts was set to merge with NBC Universal, but the deal fell apart last month. We talked about this when it first came out, like why
Good.
it's incredible that nobody caught wind of it. But yeah, that I'm glad that didn't happen. Jeff Keighley also said that you should expect fewer third-party showcases because of so many people joining Summer Game Fest, which I guess
I
is a
hate
little
that.
flex. So we'll see. I mean, we've only really paid attention to it the 1 year, so we'll give it a shot. Maybe something cool will come of
We'll
it.
probably bully Jeff Keighley.
Yeah, it probably won't be good, and it probably won't be reflected well on the show, but we'll see. We'll wait and see. This year's PC Gaming Showcase airs June 12th at 12:30 Pacific, so 3:30 Eastern. It's good to see they're still having the PC Gaming Show anyway, a little resemblance of E3. That was always a staple.
True, but like, I've watched them. They're so dull compared.
I mean, yeah, if you're not a huge PC gamer, then it's not really all that fascinating, but you know, it's a staple.
Yeah, true.
Uh,
Because it's like time to talk about PC parts.
yeah.
Okay, I'm clicking.
Like canned soup is a staple. I mean, it's not all that fascinating, but you know, it's a staple. You'll eat it.
True.
Ace Attorney series has over 9 million sales now. That's really awesome to see.
I still want a new game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been okay. Technically, we got a game we hadn't gotten over here, but for Japan, it's been 4 years since they got a new game.
Damn. Let's see. The Quarry Podcast episode 4 is now out. Have you listened yet?
I have listened. I have no idea where they're taking the podcast story. I thought it was going to tie into the game somehow, and all they're really doing is introducing like some spooky concepts. The closest thing we've gotten to the game is they're like, this mystery takes place in the Hackett Woods, which is where the game will take place. But that's about the extent of it from what I can tell.
Alrighty. Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim has been announced. Great. We love it.
Great.
And
Yeah.
fantastic.
Okay,
I watched the trailer. It's cursed.
but why?
Because they invited the KFC dating sim devs to do it.
But why?
Money?
Look,
I think.
if we never got an answer for the KFC one, we're not going to get answers now.
I hate this. That's bad.
Oh, because they know their audience likes the monsters.
Wait, you're dating the monsters?
Yeah.
I mean,
That's it.
nothing like a floating dead corpse of a widow to really get me going. You know, nothing really starts my engine like a dead widow from the 1400s.
No,
demon
it's better that I told
from
him that
Stranger
second
Things.
because his face looks.
Yeah, you know who I find really attractive? The woman in black.
I mean, yeah.
Alex just like, yeah, I totally. I mean, what are you talking about? Like that's, yeah.
Wait, what are we talking about?
A dating sim for Dead by Daylight, but you date all the monsters.
Oh, weird. See, I heard "Woman in Black Dress" and I was thinking, like,
Yeah, it's a movie that Grant and
Right.
Cameron and I saw in high school.
Yeah, it's like one of my favorite horror movies, and it's basically just like when you reference like the scary horror trope of a old woman from several hundred years ago that is a widow and then died, and she wears like 1700s garb, but it's all screwed up and covered in blood and whatnot. There's like one of those in the game, kind of similar. That's what I was joking about.
gotcha.
Hogwarts Legacy releases a rainy spring night ASMR showing off rain in different places of the game. Cool. That's the content I want to see. I want some ASMR from game locations. Capcom suggests it could revive some of its dormant game series. Don't suggest it. Do it. Shut the hell up. Why
Right?
is this? You make me so upset.
No,
Like-
Capcom's my favorite one because all of their comments are always like this.
Dude, this is like Reggie saying that Nintendo never actually like puts down their series. They just don't um, have ideas for them at the time.
No, Capcom does have ideas. They're just like, let's
Eh,
not
too-
do it.
To Capcom.
A2. Square Enix trademarks Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, Labyrinth Striker, and Final Bar Line in Japan.
I only know one of these things. I don't know the other two.
Oh yeah, everybody knows
Labyrinth
Intergrade.
Sounds
Yeah.
like they're going to do a Warriors game.
They have one. It's
No, but
The-
for
Chaos is one of them, but that's not Dynasty something. No,
Does Square Enix make Dynasty Warriors?
no, they don't. But they've
Yeah,
teamed
it's
up
not-
with.
Yeah, I was gonna say Koei Tecmo makes that.
oh, that's who does the Attila Riza game that I started playing.
Koei Tecmo?
Uh huh.
Hmm.
You can see
Mm,
a very similar structure in the player or in the character models for the.
oh,
games
maybe
that-
they didn't work with them. I assume they did. Or I've lost my mind. Something I own on the PS4. Oh, Dissidia Final Fantasy is like
Ah.
a Warriors Final Fantasy game. So I thought they worked on it with them. Apparently the answer is no. And also no for the new one, the Chaos. The one where the trailer keeps talking about Chaos, so people memed about Origins.
Oh,
Final
oh,
Fantasy.
yeah.
I thought they worked on those with both of those with Kotekmo, but this is telling me no.
Interesting. So speaking of Mario Strikers Battle League coming out in a couple weeks, apparently you can customize your own club stadium. So one of the things they talked about in one of their trailers is you can make a club of people, of like your friends online, and apparently you can make your own club stadium. So that's interesting. You have to earn tokens in the Strikers Club mode to be able to do it, but or at least to customize it. You could probably make it, but you have to earn the tokens to customize it. That'll be interesting. Animal Crossing New Horizons Encyclopedia will have a DVD, so hey, I mean the PS5 and Xbox Series S can still play DVDs.
I was about to ask, can they? But there's no reason for them not to, so
Yeah,
never
they can.
mind.
I'd hope
It's-
so anyway. If they don't,
Yeah,
I'm
true.
gonna feel really stupid.
It's kind of weird that the tech has stayed the same, so it's like, there's no point in dropping it. Like, the video format I can't remember off the VC. The tapes.
VHS,
Yes, thank you. VHS.
VCR. That's probably what your brain was trying to think.
That's
of,
what. Yeah.
Yeah. They definitely can't play that. Can confirm.
Can confirm.
Oh.
No VHS. No floppy disk.
No floppy disk. No.
We still have those around the office.
no zip disks.
We
Yeah,
have
we do
them in
too.
this house.
The Last of Us TV show, quote, should debut in early 2023, says the director. Okay.
I'm like, cool, but I get they're like, oh, we
Look.
want people who haven't played the game to see the story, but it's just gonna be the story of the games.
I mean, I'd prefer it be the story of the games than say.
But it's gonna be
whatever the
worse
fuck
because you
Halo
can't
is.
do it.
I mean, most people played. Look, you take out the story from Last of Us, it becomes a very generic shooter.
Yeah.
At least that was my experience of it.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point of the last. That's why everybody likes it so much, is because the story is
It's
so
the story.
gripping. Yeah.
It was never praised for gameplay.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, because yeah, the gameplay wasn't that special, but the story was so good. So we'll see what comes of that.
I don't know. Maybe they'll just make it like The Walking Dead, but with different characters.
Maybe.
That sounds like torture.
Sega says that it's targeting high review scores for Sonic Frontiers. Sega, I'm gonna go get a gun
And shoot you.
and come back, and you're gonna tell me that again. What kind of statement is that? Oh,
You get to say this again, boy.
everybody talks shit about all the modern Sonic games, but nobody considered that Sega was trying to do bad on them. We always forget that. We always forget that that was the point. That's part of the game. That was a selling point. You know, and it didn't work out that well. So they learned.
Because it wasn't supposed to.
So they learned to make.
They learned to make a good game.
This is the stupidest thing I've heard in quite a long time.
Look, I saw the title and I was like, it's gotta be on the.
Oh my god, breaking news. Sonic is targeting high review scores. That's like when the marketing department really has nothing else to say about. They're like, we gotta
You
put
could-
something out.
You could talk about the game or anything else, and they're like, we want it to be reviewed.
That's like Nintendo coming out and be like, yo, did you know in Mario 3 you can get coins?
We're targeting.
We're targeting
review
coins in the next Mario game.
That's literally the marketing of the second one on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
new 2.
Yeah.
Get all the coins.
Oh man, I just can't believe I never thought that, you know, maybe
They
Sega
were-
was trying to do bad before. It all makes sense now. It's all part of the plan.
Good Sonic game?
No.
No.
Yeah, so everybody
Bad
likes
Sonic
good games, right?
What
But
if we made a bad
I think that the bad
We
video game market is a really untapped market. We could do really well in there.
one? Except
Look,
they can't do
people are
that
still
either.
buying it. We don't have to try.
My mind is melting. Like, someone had to say that.
Someone got paid to say that.
Someone at a meeting was like, "Okay, so our plan for this one is to target high review scores." How do you not get fired? How do you not like
You're the
James?
boss.
James, you're fired.
And turn out the window meme.
Yeah, like what? Because now you got to be the guy that's got to explain the past 20 years of Sonic games. Oh my God! We're leaving this topic. Sega, I'm coming. I'm getting that gun. That's real. I'm gonna get a gun. Ugly Sonic is in the Rescue Rangers reboot on Disney Plus, and by Ugly Sonic we mean the first attempt at the Sonic model for the Sonic movies, with real human teeth and human eyes.
Yes.
We love it.
He's in there.
He sure is.
He's
That
in
movie
there,
is
but the
not
other
great.
Rescue
Wait,
Rangers
sorry,
aren't in
hang
there.
on.
Targeting
that's-
high review scores.
Wait, Sega Sammy CEO was asked if the game would be good during an investor interview. Then that's what he answered.
Oh, so it's not just Sega. Everybody that buys Sega stock is like, is this one going to be good? Man, that CEO's really got some work cut out for him. Buy our stock. Our next game's good. We're targeting a good game this time. Invest in
Don't worry,
Sega.
guys. Last time,
Look, here's the problem. Sega's like, we can make a good game. It's just not Sonic.
But that's
We
just not
can't
the
make-
market we're going for. We're going for the bad market. Like, no more than like a 45 on Metacritic. Sega, this is such a Sega thing. This only Sega could say something like this.
No, it's more like, okay, we can make good games, but we won't promote them. But we'll promote Sonic, and it will be bad, but you'll buy it.
Like, could you
anyways.
imagine if Phil Spencer walked out on stage talking about Halo Infinite and was like, we're targeting high review scores for this game. And at least like 80% of the audience is sitting there like, I bought a ticket to come to the show, and this is what you're telling me?
Some of the people would cheer, though.
Oh yeah, the people that got paid to cheer.
the people that are drunk too.
Yeah.
I want to be paid to cheer. For stupid
If I was
things.
drunk and at that show, I'd actually go up on stage.
Oh, the
I'd get thrown
mobile
out.
one from Microsoft's thing was so great, where it's like you can tell the audience isn't actually cheering, but there's a few people in there.
Oh
who
yeah,
are
like that
like-
Bethesda showcase from a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Like this game is about the story of the Vanguard. Woo! You don't even know what it is.
The Vanguard, woo!
It will be on mobile. Woo! Boo!
Okay. All right, so we got a couple old but still interesting tidbits. First off, apparently on April 30th, the Twitch desktop app was shut down.
Oh.
Rip.
Yeah, I found that out today, and I went, "What the?"
I mean, desktop apps for websites are really kind of stupid. Like, who uses the Twitter desktop app instead of just a tab in a browser?
I mean, I was using it so I could leave Cameron's logged in and have mine also logged in.
Yeah,
on
see,
the
that's
same
that's a
computer.
corner case. That's not like something everybody
Yeah.
does.
True.
Can I ask this? Does anybody use like the Spotify one, or do they just
Yeah.
use the browser? Like,
But that's not that's a different thing because like Spotify, the app, you can like download songs to the app and keep them offline
Oh.
and stuff.
that makes more sense. Yeah.
Anyways, the only reason this one's brought up is because I'm like, Twitch is related, only like with video games, so that's fine. I guess we can bring it up.
And also, so I gotta call out this this article here. So apparently, the Queen of England loves Wii Sports bowling. She thinks it's fantastic, which is hilarious. But you know, like at the top of articles, they'll give like a summary bit with like a couple bullet points if you just want the main gist. This website's called Good to Know. The bullet point reads, Her Majesty is reportedly fond of bowling on Wii Sports game console. Period. That's why it reads like that on the sheet. I
Bruh,
needed
some
to make
people
sure.
actually call it Wii Sports game console though.
Dude, some people call
Who?
the Switch the
Oh
Wii
my!
Switch.
There is not enough guns in the world.
Hey, that's
Grant has chosen
what the
violence
NRA says.
today.
Yeah, man, I sound like the NRA right now. There's just not enough guns in the world. You know, maybe they got something. Maybe they understand. Maybe they're all like, these people got to be killed. We got to eradicate. This is the disease. Wii Sports game console. That sounds like the Soldier game console.
Soldier Boy. I bought one. I didn't receive.
The Soldier game handheld. So yeah, well the fun part of that is the Queen of England likes Wii Sports. So
The,
that's probably why they gave him a
Really
gold
likes-
Wii.
yeah. She only
Yeah,
likes
and
good
it
games.
ended up like, did it end up in like Ohio or something?
Yeah, some guy
They
ended
like
up-
found the parts.
They found all the parts except the nunchuck, I think.
I think you're getting the Ohio thing from Scott the Waz. Because
Yeah,
he
but
mentioned
I
that
don't
and
think it was
and
in
he
Ohio.
He was
but-
like, I've been scouring the Ohio Craigslist for this thing. I will find it one day. Could you imagine?
Yeah, but
Like someone finds it on like the
didn't someone find it
Craigslist
though?
for like
They did find it recently.
Someone found most of the parts. I haven't really watched into it in a while, but I remember they had like everything but the nunchuck.
that. You know that means they were like, oh, that's so nice, and then they threw it away.
No, dude, the dude's collection was insane. They had like the oldest N64s, all this.
No, he's talking about the Queen. I thought it was stolen from.
No, it's just it never got to her. It was never shown to her. They went, oh, this is a weapon, and they sent it out.
What?
And it was basically crashed.
So rude.
I'll have to find it. It was like a 40-minute documentary about it.
Someone made a 40-minute documentary about the gold Wii. That's incredible.
And you know who would watch it?
Me.
Idiots on this podcast.
Yeah, the people on this podcast.
Oh, that's interesting. I'll watch that.
It's pretty cool.
All right, on to the rumors. PlayStation Classic games are leaking in Malaysia, of all places, with features, pricing, and more.
Hell,
Classic games to cost $5 to $7 to purchase outside of the subscription. They feature resolution upscaling, video filters such as CRT filters, rewinds, and quick saves. Pretty standard emulation fare.
Copy paste Nintendo. That's what I
Nintendo
heard.
copy pasted, bro.
What did they copy paste?
Rewind and save states.
On what?
What do you mean on what? On the Switch, bro. You're talking
Oh,
about
true.
rewind and quick saves?
Yeah, that was on the Wii U. Good point. Good point.
Oh my god.
In the argument, the idiot always wins.
Yep. That's why we usually stop after a couple tries. We're like, oh, that's Cooper's out. Like, well, if I make myself an idiot, then other people can't call me an idiot because I said I am. Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey from the PS1, and Ridge Racers 2 from the PSP show up despite not being in the official list. As of the time of this post, we still don't have the full list of games up on the store. However, Worms, and
Worms?
Oddworld are available for purchase there. Oh,
Monkey
all
plays
right,
Worms.
yeah. Whatever it is, $120. Get 100 Worms.
That one guy.
Yeah.
Well, too.
Shout out to the guy. Shout out to Alabama Game Exchange. Worms World Party description confirms online play as a feature as well. Quote, access the fantastic Worm Pot, which gives you over 1,000 different game styles. All modes are available offline, online, or a mixture of both.
Make sure, but isn't that just online?
I'm not going to investigate. It's about Worms World Party. Don't expect too much from them.
Good point. Good point.
True.
Classic games are also getting trophy lists, so trophy list is up for Ape Escape already. And we expect much more to come from that as well. Some classic PlayStation games on PS Plus appear to be 50 Hz even in non-PAL regions. So they took the thing that everybody hated about the PlayStation Classic and put it on the PS5.
Right.
Are we talking about Sony or is this Sega? This sounds like Sega. Why Sony?
This
Sony.
sounds like recent Sony though, where they're like, "Hey, Nintendo has stopped, censoring games. We should do that. We should censor games now."
Like they think we're just too stupid to like we're not going to notice this time. Oh, like this time they won't be able to tell. Oh my gosh. Nick from Xbox Era states that a Sly Cooper 5 announcement should come later this year. Account NGT corroborated that statement and is likely to be sometime in September. So I guess we'll stay
We'll
tuned
see.
for that. Yeah.
I've never played a Sly Cooper game, so all I know is he's a thief,
Yeah.
Whoa.
and that's why Sony was gonna have problems with it. But they're like, so they changed it to like a Robin Hood style thief.
Now you snitching on me? What the heck?
Cooper, what do you do in your free time?
Bro, I don't know, bro. You ever been high without ever smoking?
We're going to stop. We're going to stop this. So, okay, Cameron looks at lollies and
I do
Cooper
not.
Cooper robs places. And when the cops catch him and they're like, you're obviously really high. He's like, nah, bro, I'm high without smoking.
Honestly, that
Bro, I don't even know how those pills in my pocket got there.
wait, there are pills?
Bro,
Well,
those
yeah,
are my-
that's how you get high without smoking. I can name a couple more ways.
high on life, bro. That's me.
Absolutely not. You're going to get arrested.
You're gonna get arrested.
Wait, what?
Sure, have
I
you been
mean-
smoking this evening? No. Don't look
the-
in my pocket. That powder doesn't. It's. I wasn't smoking it. There's no problem. What? The needles. Stop going through my bag. What are you doing?
It's like- Bro, it's not drinking and driving if you stop the car, take a sip, and then keep driving. Stop the car, take a sip, and
Yep,
then
Cooper's
put
getting
down-
arrested. Yep.
What? It's not
Cooper's-
drinking and driving.
Yeah, Cooper's gonna drunk drive and kill somebody and get arrested. The fact that he's
No.
not denying it is what's concerning me. Is like
Wait.
I don't know. I mean, like it's not.
No.
Also, coming up with a way to get around drunk driving is not.
That's genius.
Yeah, let me
If I'm
figure out
ever
a way to
bored,
just weasel through the rules. Let's blur the
Cooper,
lines on
that's
drunk
not how
driving a little.
Hold on, no. That's not how drunk driving
it
works.
literally is.
What did Cooper say 5 minutes ago?
Driving.
But he's high on life.
Arguing with an idiot is impossible.
The idiot always wins.
Cooper knows what drunk.
Congrats, Cooper, you've won.
I love winning. It's like Among Us all over again.
Ah! Ah! Oh, my brain! Oh, there it goes. Yep, I felt a vessel pop. I'm having an aneurysm. It's happening right now. Catch you boys in the hospital.
Cooper, you had to mention that.
So,
That's more than
Ben.
there's not a word. There's not enough guns in the world.
Let's keep going while I have brain cells left to actually talk about the ones I want to talk
Imposters
about.
sucks.
Oh God, Ubisoft reportedly unlikely to sell for less than 60 euros per share. Is that the euro symbol?
Yeah,
Right, they're going public, aren't they?
they are.
Yeah.
Let's go. That's
Interesting. That's a pretty high bar.
Don't throw things at your girlfriend.
Chelsea's
see
not
you-
even in here. Also, fiance.
Oh, true.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Congrats or something.
Bro.
I forgot
alright.
about that.
It happens. My bad. You know, bad luck. Better luck next time for real.
What? Cooper can't come to the wedding. You know this, right? He can't come.
Maybe
Cooper
He
can't
has
come. He can't.
He's-
No, he cannot.
He's one of the groomsmen.
Bro, I'm the flower girl. When did we change this?
The wedding.
I'm gonna need, Cameron. I'm gonna need to
Yes.
make an accommodation to have some sedatives available at entry and check-in. Please, thank you. Have some complimentary sedatives. Oh. Marvel
remember that
apparently
anger
reached
in
out to both Xbox and PlayStation about making games, and Microsoft turned them down so they could focus on, guess what? Gears of War and Halo. Really made a good decision there, guys.
Bro, genius. Only gave PlayStation an exclusive, like, man.
How did
That's
these
the
people
best
get
part of
jobs?
the league.
Yeah, I mean, what else are they gonna work on? Not a Marvel game. Really missed out on that one.
We bought Bethesda. Supposedly they're making something. It's Skyrim.
Okay, but
or-
supposedly Rare was making Banjo 3. So. And we all know who that turned out.
Yeah, really good play turning down Spider-Man there, gents. That game
that-
didn't do really well, so really
Banjo
saved
3
you.
was-
Well, at the time when it was first offered, they were like, you can make a game, but you've got to set it all up. So Sony was like, okay, that sounds fun. And they're like, Insomniac, do you want to make a game?
Wait.
What if we
Banjo
buy
3
you and you make a Spider-Man?
At the time, they didn't own Insomniac.
Banjo 3 was nuts and bolts, right?
Banjo 3 is nuts and bolts. And
That's a goated game. You race a go-kart or something.
We don't talk about that.
You know, I actually know someone who thinks that.
Oh, that's nasty.
What disability do they have?
Brunson.
Goat face.
Dang! Ouch! Big ouch.
Damn.
Big
hope he doesn't listen to
A.
this
Big
podcast.
A.
Oh yeah, Bronze Mario apparently leaked, quote unquote. There's a lot of photos around him going around, so maybe the long forbidden
not
idea of a
real.
Bronze Mario might come true.
Look, if it was real, it would have been released like forever ago.
I
I
just
think.
don't believe this. It will be
No.
the funniest thing to ever happen if it's real, but
I mean,
it's like the easiest one to fake, though.
Because why would they go silver, gold, bronze? Like, why would you put
Japan
third
didn't
place
even get
last?
silver.
yeah, officially on their
Hell.
side, silver doesn't exist.
That's
Silver only exists here.
So you're telling me that their that our QB is their Mario Silver.
Yeah.
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 I hate that.
Yeah.
PlayStation partner found for a PS5 console exclusive plus PC for a narrative horror game for next year.
Right. I'll give you the big yes. It's obviously Silent Hill.
Oh no way! Luigi's Mansion 4.
That's Nintendo, and I would love it, especially if they 3 did better than 2, at least in my opinion. But I still want it to be more interactive across like the whole thing, like 1 is, where it's like, oh, you have something here,
Yeah,
and
like
there's
the
another door.
same level that you have to backtrack and like navigate around instead of just
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
different levels. Yeah.
Luigi's Mansion, it's 3 is like you beat this level, move on. You're
Yeah.
up to the next one, and you basically never go back to the previous one.
Except for the stupid cat chasing thing that is.
Which is lame.
Yeah, it's annoying if anything. Well, hopefully it's
least-
Silent Hill. I'd love to see that.
Oh yeah, true.
And Ubisoft Plus Classics potentially coming to Game Pass and the Family Plan coming soon.
I mean, that's probable. I saw
Ubisoft Classics?
Like,
I actually saw people arguing about Game
Fortnite?
Pass recently. Kotaku had done an article where they were like, Game Pass has fizzled out in a year. That was essentially the title. And essentially in it they went on how there aren't really any more newly added AAA games, which is fair because that's what Microsoft promotes Game Pass with. Is just AAA games.
Yeah.
Like Microsoft hit back on Twitter with something like, "Tell me you only play AAA games without telling me."
You only play AAA games, yeah.
But that doesn't work when you only
Only
promote your
offer
service with.
AAA games.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how many indies you team up with.
Yeah, you're not promoting them. It doesn't matter.
Great. Exciting. Ubisoft Classics.
True.
Love it. All right.
So rabbits, like all the rabbits.
Oh no. Oh god. What did we sign up for?
I was trying to think of Ubisoft Classics like the worst one I could come up with, and that's what.
And okay, so on to our finishing topic. This one's this one could get a little touchy. We're not going to be the touchy side. This is more of a meme
We're
question.
gonna try not to be the.
Yeah, but the question is, why do video games appeal to men so much more than women? Now, the touchy thing that we're talking about is like obviously the way they usually market it, and there's a lot of memes that have come out of this and stuff. But the way that I wanted to look at this is more of like their attempts to market to women, or specifically or really just anybody other than young dudes, like 18 to 25 dudes, because
Because Japan does it the same way, so it's not just like a race thing. It's just that age range of.
yeah, well, because it's
boys.
usually usually they just like they put women with huge body figures. That's the most PG I could put that in their games, and it's all like explosions and guns and stuff. It's not as bad as it used to be, but it was really bad for a while. But like, I mean, they still do it now. It was a lot worse when we were growing up. But like, do y'all remember like whenever they would try to market like a DS or something to girls of that same age
It was
range?
typically pink, and
Mhm.
they do. Oh, there was the party one they did. Like the girls were throwing a commercial. It was like a slumber party.
Mhm.
Yeah, like it feels like every time I've seen like women targeted video game advertisements, it's for like 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
pink and sparkly, and they spell girls with a Z because they're crazy. Yeah.
Yo. Let's
Girls
go.
know how to have fun. We spell our name wrong. And yeah, it's pink and sparkly and like relegated to like Nintendogs
Mhm.
and
That
Barbie.
actually is the special pink edition. It
Yeah,
is,
yeah, I
yes,
know.
like,
That's what I'm calling.
it has a dog paw print on it.
Yeah, like that's all you got, and then like Cooking Mama. Like, wow, that one's really. Imagine if they try to do that today, bro. Oh my gosh.
I'd kind of laugh. I think it'd be the funniest commercial of all time.
Yeah, it would also be the last commercial that company
It
would
would also
probably
be the
make
last commercial.
for a long time.
In a terrible way, it'd be funny.
Yeah, and like so many like games that are made for like they're just always marketed to like freaking 12-year-olds.
If that old.
It's also an interesting though.
I mean, yeah, but it's really hard to get women of a similar age group to what they market for guys into it when they market it for 12-year-old girls and the games are like shovelware.
True.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, yeah, it's an interest thing because if they marketed that to me, I would rather do anything else. I literally would rather do anything else than play Hannah Montana on the PSP.
I think a good one is Nintendogs.
Yeah, but also, why does that have to be the girls' game? Why is that not an everybody game?
Because
Everybody likes animals, bro.
we're in,
No.
no. We're in the 60s. Women are caretakers.
Oh yeah, I forgot Nintendogs came out in the 60s. Right.
Before video games
Yeah, you
existed.
know they never show that part when JFK was talking about going to the moon. They cut off the part right before that where he's talking about Nintendogs and how women really like dogs. Oh my god.
Also cooking.
Also, yeah, and everything else that
Oh,
women are
boy.
obligated to do in the 60s.
Let's see. What did I get on the 60s test for history?
Do they have any Nintendog questions?
Every question was about Nintendo. Yeah, I got 93 out of 100. So every question was about Nintendogs.
You weren't there. I get 100 out of 100.
Like, I mean, all the essay questions, I literally just wrote Nintendogs, 2 words, Nintendogs, and I got 10 out of 10.
I don't believe you.
I don't believe me either. I wrote something about, I think, probably JFK. Was he alive? Yeah.
Did he talk about Nintendogs?
He did, bro. He literally said, yo, Nintendogs, trash game. My wife liked it, though.
My wife likes it. Dude, Cooper. Oh man.
Isn't that basically what Donkey said in Animal Crossing, though?
I think so.
That wasn't at women though. That was just like my significant other likes this game, therefore
Yeah.
I am forced to like this game.
He didn't. I think it's like 4
3
out
out
of
of
5.
5.
Yeah.
3 out of 5. What? 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. I'm looking at this picture of a PSP game from Europe that is like the cover art is CoverGirl, like the horrible magazine, one of those like magazines in the grocery store line or whatever. And it's the biggest thing on here says 25 fun mini games to understand your man.
Excuse me?
Over 100 quizzes to get to know yourself better. Oh my god, this is... I googled video game girl marketing, and the photos I'm getting are horrendous.
My mind's rebooting. What?
I looked up, like, examples of companies marketing video games to girls, and I'm just seeing more of the... like, this is a thing that says you could win a Nintendo DS Lite with Imagine Babies game. Like, why? Nobody wants... That's not good, bro. Why? And it's a picture of a girl holding a pink Nintendo DS because girls can only
Of course
play
it
on
is.
pink video game
No,
consoles.
this is the most uncomfortable hand position I've ever seen to hold the Nintendo DS.
Send it.
Yeah, here,
Send it.
I'll put a photo of it in the chat. Girl gamer. Win a Nintendo DS Lite with Imagine
Yeah.
Babies.
That's the exact one I found.
Cooking Mama 2. Learn to cook on your DS. Come on, guys. I get this is 2009. Like
Oh,
this is right
here we
before
go.
we started
This is
realizing
what-
that this is...
I found the actual example you want, Grant. this is probably what prompted your discussion. Old GameStop marketing.
This is not what prompted it, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. Why do
I've
they
still
have
seen
the
this.
the Barbies, like the edgy Barbies they made in the late 2000s? Brats, that's what it was. Barbie's Brats.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, why is Charlotte's Web a game?
Dude, why are you hitting on the what was it? The cow. Like, what did he do to you?
What?
The cow,
Is
bro.
that
Charlotte's
that
Web
below
stars
Charlotte's
a
Web?
spider and a pig.
You didn't read it clearly.
What is that below
Okay.
Charlotte's Web? High School Musical?
See, that's
No,
what I'm
that-
talking about, bro. The games for girls. We got Cooking Mama, Bratz, Charlotte's Web, Raven. Like, that's so Raven.
That's
Little Mermaid. Literally,
For
this is the
GBA?
this is Cooking Mama and a stack of shovelware.
Shovel.
Like the worst. Oh my god! I don't even know why the question is important. Why do video games appeal to men so much more than women? Because when they market to women, they market brats
Shovelware.
and imagine babies. Oh my gosh!
dude. To be fair,
Look, there's a reason that the casual games have such a higher demographic of female players. It's because they don't feel stupid.
They don't make you feel stupid. Like, I'm not even a woman, and I feel like I guess just empathetically or something. But like, this makes me feel stupid. That's a good point. Like, why? It's so bad.
boy caught Nintendo or no, girl caught Nintendo. Girl caught Nintendo.
Girl caught. Yeah.
Bruh, it's not just Nintendo though.
It's
Girl
everyone.
caught video games.
The
Girl
Nintendo
caught
DS
games.
specifically.
Oh,
Their
the
marketing
DS.
around the DS is the problem for Nintendo
Yeah.
here.
I mean,
Okay, we're
they
talking about
tried a little bit, and then everybody brought like the DS was so popular. Everybody just brought all their shovelware, and then you got crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of ads like what you're talking about, where they were marketing towards girls because their game was designed for girls, and it was just all these trash games,
Yeah, like beyond.
like stuff you wouldn't see commercials for now.
Yeah, but and also like why would a game like Mario DS not be applicable for like platformers are out the window, like, oh man, you're a woman, you can't play platformers. You got to stick with Beyond
Okay.
Barbie.
also why were we getting ads like this? Like this,
So
they're
this
not the only
this
ones that do this.
this goes
Like-
into the man side of things. Like they market to men, it's like if you buy a Game Boy, you'll get laid.
Yeah,
That's
and
what that
not-
market
was
says.
Game-
And it's not only Game Boy.
That was Game Boy ads.
Yeah,
I was
the
gonna go
Game
for.
Boy
No, I
was
mean-
like the Game Boy is so good you would rather play it than have sex.
Yeah.
That's Nintendo's marketing.
Well,
for that.
That's Scott.
I mean,
It's so good that women will want to have sex with you, and it's also so good that you'll tell them no.
yes. There's also the PlayStation one where it's like she wanted a vibrator, so I got one, and it's just the PlayStation 1 controller.
Oh yeah, the DualShock because it has vibration in it now.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like when they market to dudes, it's just like sex and explosions, which kind of bleeds into everything. Like that's
because
how a lot.
they sell.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But like, luckily this is kind of a bygone era. Like they don't do this as much anymore. And also now
Yeah,
when they market sex, they market it to everybody because they discovered that women also enjoy sex. Surprisingly, I know that's a really out there statement, but
never learned-
shockingly,
I never
men are
learned
not the
that.
only ones that enjoy that kind of thing. I only found out about this like 2 weeks ago.
I found out just now, like this past minute, like ain't no way.
Yeah,
I
know.
found a website that says 10 bad marketing attempts at girls. I'm trying to get to it, but it wants me to disable ad block.
Nope.
Just
Don't
go into
Got a
incognito.
second ad block.
Go into incognito.
People one, and then they still don't get
Mine.
my.
I found that same article. Mine just let me say continue with ad blocker. Screw
I've
you.
got ad block plus and ad
uBlock.
U block origin going.
uBlock's the one I use.
Yeah.
Yo,
Uh,
imagine babies.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, their number one example is the freaking Hannah Montana PSP. That's like that kind of pink purple. And here you can play our
True.
shovelware Hannah Montana game on the PSP, while everybody else gets to play actual video games that are not shovelware.
Or maybe they are, but they're not this.
Imagine babies. That's so funny. Nintendo Girls Club. Yeah, that's a really good example of it. Like, why do you have to? Nintendo's girl. Ugh. It's just I've never really taken the time to really think about how bad marketing was for women like 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Like, it's just so, man, because you just try to think of them doing something like this today. And I mean, I'm glad it's gone because it's bad. Like, this is cringeworthy. But dang. This is like exposes like a bunch of old guys in a board meeting sitting around like what do women like?
Dolls.
Babies. Barbie. Hannah Montana.
Pets.
Like, yeah, and then someone speaks up that's like, well, I mean, like, I like pets. I have a dog too. Shut up, James.
No.
Sit down.
I didn't realize you weren't a man.
Yeah, yeah.
Fellas, is it feminine to
You know,
have a pet?
Yeah,
One of the
fellas,
ones
is it gay to
they're
like dogs?
complaining about on this article though is um is this ad for Princess Peach, but for the most part, I don't really see a problem with it.
It's not as strong of an example as a lot of the stuff we've kind of been talking about.
Yeah.
No, look, the overall idea of the Princess Peach game is
Yes.
Peach using her emotions to
Yeah, women
defeat
feel
enemies
emotions
and use
yeah.
them to solve problems and beat people up.
Yeah.
So like,
Real men use guns and women cry people to death. Man, like if if any of the things that I've said in the past 15 minutes were not under the context of this discussion, whew.
Now time to take all of these quotes and just post them.
Yeah, put them in the don't ever repeat this again.
Yeah. I think the one that really sits for everybody though is Wii Music.
no, that's just bad.
That's just generic bad, yeah.
Dude,
No, the
I play-
video is amazing because they're all so bad.
bro, I play that game with my boy Price all the time. We always give ourselves 100 because we're so goated.
Yeah, because you were a child.
No, I put like last year.
Yeah, because you're a child.
I'm all.
So
It took a sec.
this one article is talking about in a recent survey they found and
Oh,
That-
bro.
let's see, it's 80 in 16 to 24-year-olds, it's 86% any device, by the way, for video games. So I'll get to that idea in a second. Versus 91% of males that same age range.
You mean in terms of like who they marketed to?
No, it's do you play games on any device?
Ah.
The problem I have with this survey, because this is the only part they have on the site, is that includes mobile, and there's been a huge rise in video games
Because of mobile gaming.
because of mobile gaming, but it's free.
Well, like, I'm not
and
trying to suggest that women should play games as much as or more than guys, like on a level playing field, because I mean it might just be like, there's things that guys enjoy more than girls do and vice versa. Like men typically enjoy sports more. Again, I'm not saying that is like across the board. It's just generically thing. Men like uh, explosions a lot more or whatever. Again, not across the board, but what I am saying is that definitely would be a lot bigger if it wasn't for what they do. I totally forgot about like the fashion thing. So many games marketed to women were like not only
Oh, true.
shovelware, but like dressing
Fashion.
up. Yeah, and
Fashion
clothing.
designers.
Yeah.
And now that those are all like the freemium apps
Yeah.
that deserve to be copyright striked.
Yeah.
Dress
Yeah.
up Elsa.
Yeah, JonTron made a video about the Frozen games for girls and all the girl
Oh,
game
it was
section, and they're
so
all like,
bad.
either it's something about being pregnant, or it's about cleaning up the house. And that's like today. This is not 20 years ago plus. This is today. Like I could go play one of those games right now. Poo Kitchen Slacking. Go cook up something for my poo husband when he comes home from his poo job. That's so cursed. I feel like I'm going to throw up. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess that'll kind of end it here. But, man, if you want some cringe, that's definitely an untapped thing to go look at. Look at video game
I
girl
think
marketing
the
from
reason
15
you
years
can't
ago.
find a ton of videos on it, it's like, how do you phrase this without losing all your ads?
Yeah, how do I phrase this without coming off as extremely sexist? Yeah.
As where we don't care.
Well, it's obvious. Like I can point to it, be like, this is like I'm not just saying it. I'm just because it happened. We grew up in the middle of all this garbage.
Oh, true. It's like, yeah, nothing's as bad because we saw the worst examples.
Yeah, distinctly remember as a kid sometimes seeing stuff like that and being like, man, girls like such weird things. And now I'm like, oh, they didn't like it. Like, oh, it makes sense. They don't like those things because they're bad. Yeah, I remember thinking that as a kid. That's funny. But, yeah, I guess that'll wrap it up here. Did you have something else? I look like you're going to say something. Never mind. Yeah, so...
Yeah, no.
So that'll wrap it up for us here. Well, so... I'm totally spacing on the intro. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show. Please share us with a friend. We post every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, youtube.com/StormwindGames. Anywhere that you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Add us on Twitter with some of the spiciest, horrible video game girl marketing that you can find from the early 2000s.
That way we don't have to find it.
Yeah, if you can find it. That's
Some of the worst or like best examples of marketing for boys as a comparison thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
interact
find more of
with
the.
us
Yeah, we're so lonely. Nobody talks to us.
Please interact with us.
Yeah. And yeah. So with that, we'll see you back next week for more racy video game discussions that can only be talked about in a certain context without us getting canceled. So yeah, we thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.